Okay, so today we're doing the sum and difference of two cubes, and so for the sum, you have to follow equations. So a cubed plus b cubed would equal a plus b, and then a squared plus
It's
minus ab plus b squared. And so you have to follow that equation, and for difference, you do a cubed minus b cubed equals a minus b, and then a squared, and then you take the opposite of the sign, so it's plus ab, and at the end it's always positive, so b squared. And so you have to follow these equations specifically when doing problems, and it's actually really simple, so you don't really have to do much.
All you really have to do is kind of plug in your numbers or variables you have into these equations and I'll do an example and Leah will do an example, so I can do the first example. And the first example will be a lot easier, so you can kind of get the hang of it. So I'm going to be showing you guys the first example. So our first example is going to be, is it x? Yeah, this is x cubed minus 8. So I'm just going to put the equation right in here. So this equation x cubed minus 8 is going to be our first example. And you're going to put this one into this equation right here. So it's already cubed right here, but you're just going to put x, and then you're going to put parentheses around it, and do minus, and then you take the cubed root of 8, which is 2. So you're going to put 2, and then cube right there. So this kind of is equal. I thought it was over here. This kind of equals to this equation up here because it's a variable and then cubed minus, or is that minus? Yeah. Minus a variable cubed again, which is for this one is going to be the difference. So I'm going to write it again down here just for more room. And so then you're going to take these variables, x and 2, and plug them into this equation right here. So you're going to put equals, and then a minus b, which is going to be x minus 2. And then you're going to put another exclamation point, another parentheses, and plug the variables into this equation. So I'm saying a squared, which is going to be x. I'm just going to put x in another parentheses just to. Okay, just kidding. I'm not going to put another parentheses. Okay, so in the parentheses, there's going to be a squared. And so for our variable is x, so it's going to be x squared. And then for this, you're going to do the opposite sign of whatever the sign is over here is going to be. So like for a sum, it would be right here before you go AB, it would be a minus symbol. But if you're doing the difference, it would be the addition symbol. So it'd be plus, because this one's a negative or a minus. It'd be plus AB, so it'd be plus 2x, which is BA, but it's the same thing. So 2A. And then you're going to do plus b squared. So the plus is going to be the same thing in both equations for both the sum and the difference. So it's going to be plus 2 squared. So eventually, after combining and squaring them and all that things, it's going to come out to x minus 2, and that's going to be in parentheses, and then parentheses, x squared plus 2a. Oh, sorry, 2x. I'm sorry. I meant to say 2x. I'm sorry. 2x plus 4. So it's going to be your final equation right here.
27x cubed is 3x cubed. So I'm just going to do that to make it more apparent. And then 1 cubed, or cube root of 1 is still 1. So 1 cubed. And so that's pretty easy, and then you just kind of have to plug it back into this equation up here. And so a would be 3x plus 1. That's a plus b. Then a squared would be 9x squared, since you got to square the entire thing, not just the x. And then minus ab, so that would still be 3x, since 1 times 3x is still 3x. and then you would add to it, and it would b squared would still be 1. So that's your final answer. So for this one, it's going to be xy to the second power, and then all of that's going to be cubed.
Because of the rule of being it, you know, cubed.
Yeah.
And then it's going to be plus 64, and then you're going to cube that as well, so it's going to be 4, because 4 cubed is 64.
So that's 4.
Put a cube in there. So it's going to equal your equation. You're going to separate it out into the equation, so it's going to be the a plus b, and then a squared minus ab plus b squared. So it is going to be x y squared
plus 4
plus 4 equals
no equals
oh sorry is a squared, so it's going to be x squared y to the 4th minus a, and then a times b, so it's going to be 4x y to the squared,
and then plus 16. And so that would be your final answer for that. I mean, it's long, but that's it factored. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. It's been a pleasure doing this with you guys. So
hopefully you understand the concept now.
Yeah.
We'll see you later.
Bye.
Bye.